My name's Nicky anyway, right?
Bruv, you listen to the maddest shit.
Why? Why is my algorithm like this?
Bro,
That's just what it always feels like to other people. That I think you're always watching the weirdest shit.
what, mental health?
Yeah.
I get a lot of people that are like, oh, my bad. I thought, bruv, that looked like the top. My bad. I guess that's for the room now. I could put them all in, but then I'd be touching all of them.
Why would that look like the top?
Look at it. I felt it, and it felt open.
So what? So many questions. All right, yeah. Table sweets.
You do watch a lot of videos of there's just like people shouting and screaming.
Obviously, I'm intrigued. It's mad to start chewing on a thing.
Yeah, maybe be quiet for a minute.
Have a little scroll.
No, like if you go through, because I don't follow anyone, so it's just what's my explore page? It's just like panels.
But I feel like 3 months ago, I didn't know that mental health gram was a thing. But MH gram is a big thing now.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's mine or your algorithms. I think it's like I was thinking about it more and more because I think someone made a comment like, you should have a license to own a phone or, something whatever. And I was like, well, no, like it's kind of interesting. People just documenting their lives. Like they might have like, I don't know, 80 followers, 100 and something followers. And they're just making videos about nothing. And they might have like 3 likes on a video and no comments.
And doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah. There's something really dark about it, man. Like I think if anything, it's a symptom of like the mental health crisis we're in right now in this country. Like as soon as the NHS and the government cut back on mental health services, you just see it in the street. And especially being frontline, police are saying they're not getting involved, so everyone else is just left to deal with it. If you're on the bus, the train, whatever, I guess just seeing a little peek into their world via their Instagram account, it's like, yeah.
I think it's also the nature of reels, though, isn't it? Because actually, Facebook was a lot of mental health, but it's just like the occasional.
I never had Facebook.
Oh, really? Well, it's just like you just would have the occasional like photo or what was it? Your status. So people have just written like a little thing.
I think it's more personable though. Like when people are typing, you can read that in any like sound you want. But like you said, if you're watching videos and someone's screaming, like it's like terrifying screeches. It's kind of, I think it hits harder.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's when they're talking into the phone and they're like looking at themselves, like it's almost like a mirror, like they're trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Like I did a night shift the other night and I watched this person just come in and like just stare into glass and use the glass as a mirror, and they were just kind of turning their head for like, it went on for like hours, just like it's like they were trying to understand who they are.
Dark.
Very dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, honestly, all jokes aside, I think we're in a mental health
Crisis, epidemic,
crisis, whatever you want to call it. And everyone makes videos, it's jokes, whatever. But genuinely, sometimes it's just sad and it's just like tragic. Like
the internet is psychological warfare. It's a military grade weapon. The internet is an American military technology.
Or China.
Fact. Like the actual
internet. China aren't in on it.
They've got a different one.
Table sweets have a bit of extra flavour.
Yeah, it's mad that you sniffed it as
soy
well.
Sauce.
The fact that you've both just started doing loads of chewing during this is insane.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? I said don't get crunchy sweets.
So just chewy is even more jarring. People smacking their.
It's like what's it?
ASMR.
Yeah, so that.
He likes mukbang, innit?
Is that this where you eat the food, smacking your lips?
I don't know what that is.
Tell us about mukbang that you love.
That's what I'm asking. What is that?
You know about mukbang, innit?
It's like lip smacking, food eating. What is it? Korean? What's that word?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not English, is it?
No, I think it's Korean or Japanese. So it's like ASMR, but like of eating
food.
A
like
mukbang
really
is an
loudly.
online broadcast in which a host consumes food while interacting with the audience or providing commentary. The genre became popular in South Korea in the early 2010s. It has become a global trend since the mid-2010s.
I know what mukbang is. I just wanted to hear how you guys explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like reels these days, like years ago I said it with Instagram, what I hate staged content. I hate like these videos where everyone knows each other and they're acting like they don't, and really dislike that. I like raw stuff to the point where all of my friends, even family members, have said to me like, "Raw, your Instagram algorithm is dark. Like, it's just, you know what I mean, like CCTV footage of like crimes and whatever." But I think at least it's realistic. It might not be happy. Whereas
so you're oversaturated with fucking curated content. Everyone's soliciting. That's the way. I think that's what it is. Yeah, you're just looking for breathing space from advertisements.
Yes,
because everyone is soliciting. Even like I feel dark about the way that I use social media myself, because it is my tool to earn. Yeah, so I do need people to come and buy clothes, t-shirts, fucking artwork, come buy a tattoo, whatever.
You're selling a product.
I'm selling something, but every day just pitching like, buy this. You're just scrolling through people trying to sell you things all the time. Then there's paid advertisements where people have made a fucking thing, and then people are like, there's so many like, you know, like the trending like videos of how to try promote your thing. Like, do you remember the food shops were doing the like falling over in front of a car, and then they'd go over to them and they've actually got a plate of food and it's an advert for their shop, or they're doing like some mad content to try and promote their thing. I know it's cliche,
but it's like, I will never get that minute back. And I'm actually angry about it. Like, I don't care. And I think like my brother said this years ago, he's like, I'm tired of Instagram trying to sell me things. And it's just constant. It's like in between the staged reels, it's a company actually advertising the latest, I don't know, press up thing or back massage or whatever. And it's just exhausting. We've gone from the death of the high street to like Amazon to now just straight selling on Instagram. And even when you're watching, Amazon Prime, in the advertisements, you can click straight on something. Like instant, straight convenience.
And you're even probably what you're watching, the likelihood that inside what you're watching, there's product placement.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
what was it? The Champions League final the other day as well. Like there was a kickoff show, which is such an American thing of like the Killers just playing a few songs, but then they've just got loads of screens around them saying Pepsi Max.
Sick.
And no one wants to see this. I don't watch. It's just weird. It's just an American like Super Bowl thing of like having a show.
Super Bowl show, yeah. They consider that a big deal.
A football game, and it's like just football fans drinking beer. Like, don't know what's going on.
Do you think it's mad that like people have like gone from being like anti that like corporate world to like, because now everyone is sucking the dick of like some sort of corporation and they've become little brand whore ambassadors, yeah, that now I remember seeing the Super Bowl thing and it's worded as like, oh, sick, yeah, it gets, and they quote it like it's seen by this many viewers and you're quoting like corporate statistics about how sick it is that Kendrick Lamar's got to perform this in front of X amount of people, and Kanye West did his advert and he paid this much to do this advert and he's so genius, this and that. It's like you're all like sucking the dick of like a fucking demonic system. It's
got to the point where it's not even advertising. It's not like someone's selling a product. I'm just at a point where like I don't care anymore. I don't care about like making as much like content. Like obviously I do a few things with you and other people here and there, but like I just don't really care anymore. Like everyone's fighting for space, for like breathing room to like sell their shit, and it's just tiring. It's like more and more I just go to work, I come home and I'm very content with my little life, and everyone's just like actively chucking things at you like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, whether it's creative or not. And it's just like, I think it's just exhausting now. It's at a point where everyone's got their little corner of the internet. We're all in bubbles, we're all in, you know, chambers, if you will, and I just think it's very played out, man. I think it's made, I'm very antisocial, but it's made me more anti now. And it's like, when I go online, I probably would prefer to be watching some video of some mad shit that doesn't really make sense than like you trying to like push whatever you're trying to push on me.
Yeah,
you know,
trying to manipulate me.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
and like,
constant manipulation.
Oh, your posture's like this, so you should buy this and it will fix it, or your teeth will be whiter if you buy our product. And it's just like, fuck off, man. Like,
I'm just trying to make people feel cool and be better about themselves. But here, what doing the same thing and thinking like, like constantly being advertised to and constantly being manipulated by people to try and convince you of something so that you do something, yeah? Where everything's so oversaturated with bullshit people, liars and cheating people, and then there's AI, so it's not even real people, and there's loads of things that like it's now like I might see something that's real and just assume it's fake because the context I see it in. Do you get what I mean? Like the same way if you go to let's say if you go to a Rolex shop, all the kettles that you'll see, you'll rate them because of the context you see them in. You'll be like, these are sick, they're all legit, they're all worth something, da da da. Whereas if you used to go through like a marketplace and it's just fucking like smothered in snide gear, this and that, there could be someone there with a legit stall of legit like Rolexes, but you're just gonna be like, in the context, you're meaningless and fucking equally as full of bullshit as everyone else. So I think fucking it's even more difficult.
I think with AI, there's like a lot of fun bits of it. There's stupid videos that like family members send to each other. But I think it's just taken away that spontaneity of like, wow, this is some mad shit. Whereas I think like the most disappointed I've ever been is sending like a reel to my missus. And she was like, that's AI, right? And it's just like head in shame. Like, I thought that was real. Like, and there's something definitely lost in it. And I think as well, like, I'm not as aware of it because I've never used ChatGPT in my life. But like, you hear people are saying like people have been exposed using ChatGPT at work, like work emails, and we're basically just not thinking for ourselves anymore. It's like you'd use the calculator at school so much, you'd stop being able to do the mental arithmetic. It's the same with AI. Like, it just makes everyone lazy, and it's like, yeah, you will lose your job, like, because you're just
But you know what the
lazy.
maddest part is?
Go on.
Is that you trust that it's true.
Yeah.
That's the maddest part.
Yeah, and often it's not.
Yeah. You trust that, like, when you ask ChatGPT something, like, I don't know about this thing, let me ask this. That thing has mad power over you to
I'm not breaking the chair.
To, like, steer you in a direction and manipulate you.
But because it's in some hench paragraph, people aren't even, like, proofreading it. You know what I mean? People are using it for essays and university assignments, whatever. Like, I'm not in that world, but yeah, I feel like everyone's just getting lazier, basically. Yeah. It's just a way of cutting corners. And if someone can work from home 2 or 3 days a week, and, they can get in, I don't know, a shirt above their pajamas for their, like, Zoom meeting, and then also...
What's that? Just stopped?
I think that stopped.
What was you saying about shirt above pajamas? What about the people that get caught bashing at work?
Dark. On Zoom meetings.
Like, they're on Zoom.
In, like, work meetings. But I think, like, what I'm getting at is, like, it's just exacerbated, like, laziness. Like, you're not going into the office 5 days a week. Then you're wearing pajamas into meetings. And now you're getting AI to do your work. It's like...
What are you doing?
Yeah.
But also, if you just have a shit job that you hate, that you have to have in order to survive... Is it that bad if you get to, like, live your life?
I don't think it's bad. Like, I think I know lots of people that do that, but what I'm getting at is, like, as a society, we just getting lazier and not using our brains.
Yeah, our brains will just get fucked.
And that's where it's like...
You're just the vehicle of AI.
Like, I spoke to, I don't know much about that world, but I met a guy recently who was a programmer, and he's had to completely change his whole career because he's just like, AI has just taken that job. And it's like, I hadn't even thought of that. People always say AI has taken our jobs, but he's a literal, like, casualty of that war.
Bruv, wait, hold on. Did you not see that thing? There's a job market for, like, AI tasks. Like, AI needs you to do something physical, and it will pay you to run an errand.
It's like not it's like Ask Steve's, but real life, innit?
Yeah, go run shop, grab me this.
Yeah, there's some other kind of brand for that, but it's scary times we're living in, man. That's why if you work in a trade, you're safe, basically. Like, AI ain't taking your job, but I feel like we're just becoming more and more detached from reality as well with AI. I think I know a lot of people talked about it, but since COVID, everyone had that 2-year period of, like, making rules for themselves and how they want their life to play out. And everyone's behavior has changed since that. Like we were talking about earlier, like if you challenge anything, they're so quick to aggression. Everyone's like, no, I'm not doing that. Whereas before it was a bit more respectful. And maybe this is just living in a big city. But I feel like because people have had those 2 years just making their own rules, it's, you know, you're working from home, etc., etc. You're not really, some people aren't socializing as much as they used to as well. So they're kind of in their own thoughts. They're in an echo chamber. No one's challenging their mindsets.
They're not even in their own thoughts, and the echo chamber they're getting is an algorithm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And it's just, no, I'm going to do this because I want to. And I believe this is the right thing to do. And even if their friends are telling them, no, like, I don't think that's a good idea. No, I believe. And khalas.
COVID fucked it, innit?
Yeah, I feel like for me personally, like I was going to work most of the time and I just saw how people changed. And there was like a thin line before of like respectability, and that veil has just been pulled down. And everyone's just so on the front foot of aggression now for the tiniest interactions. And it's fucked everything, man. Like, I don't even want to get into that fucking COVID. Like, it's boring now, but I think it's more about people's psychology and how that's made some people feel liberated and like alive and woken up, and they've changed their life in a positive way to them. But I think on a wider scale, it's just messed everything up, man. You know, I was reading something today about like, they were saying kids have it twice as hard as their parents, and they're basically just giving up doing jobs because it's like they can't afford anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in like London,
what's the incentive
UK.
if you're going to burn yourself out, work yourself to the bone, and get nothing?
And I hear that, but then everyone, like, maybe I'm old in it, but everyone just wants to become TikTok famous now. Everyone like is making content to the point where it's like, yeah, of course you need people to make content. You need people to be doing things. And if that thing has substance and it is interesting, then go for it. That's sick. Like, I'm not having a go at everyone, but I feel like there's just so many people doing it now that it's at a point of like, it's just very boring. Everyone's like stealing ideas off each other. And it's like, you know, like,
they've seen the trend.
Pranksters stealing each other's pranks. But it's like, okay, so you're saying you can't get a job, there's no point in working. So what do? You just go on TikTok all day. Either brain rot sitting at home on benefits or trying to make dead content. I'm not even hating. Like I said, if the content's good, great. I'm happy for you. You can make a job
just
out of it.
mirroring, but it's a mirror behavior, isn't it? You copy what you see.
I think what it is, or a lot of what it is that like during COVID, when most people weren't going to work, that was the time that people started doing creative things they otherwise never would have done. This is the time where everyone's trying to bake, like do the
Banana
bread
loaf
thing.
bread,
You know, or everyone's learning this dance. Everyone's doing this. Like, that was bringing out a whole like side of creativity in people's lives that they never would have done otherwise. So now people are like, oh, turns out doing something to like something that to create something and to express myself is actually a much better use of my time than going to my shit job that I hate. But then, yeah, for kids, like, because I don't think they even do much creative stuff in school, do they? Like, I don't think music is a part of the national curriculum anymore properly. I don't think they do art properly.
Is it not?
I don't think so. So I think that like the online stuff is what they see as their creative outlet because they don't really know about other stuff.
Yeah.
So music tech isn't a thing anymore.
I don't think so.
But think about how like school works, and it works this way because it needs to. It's the way that makes sense. It has to be graded. Like, for example, you have your key stage 1, 2, 3, like how you can read and write. Like these are the metrics being used to evaluate your like growth, right, and your development. But then what we're saying is like people discovering creative. There is no like there's no way to grade it. It's all subjective. It's all if someone likes your art, if they like your graph, they like your music, they like your photos, they like something. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no
No, and having a creative outlet is good, but I think my point is that's different to what I'm getting at. Is like everyone's just pushing out content for the sake of pushing out because everyone wants to be famous.
Yeah.
And I think that's very draining when someone just keeps throwing things out there. And like I said, I watch people's content all the time. There's great stuff out there. There's a lot of funny people on the internet as well, creative stuff. It's an amazing tool, but not everything is great, right? And it's easy to say, oh, but you just don't look at that stuff. But it's just pushed on you every day. And it just, I'm not going to move to the woods and like not have a phone, but like at the same time, for me,
it's tiring.
It makes me not want to go online as much anymore.
Yeah, I hear you.
I definitely like, since I've stopped making work, I've definitely felt a detachment, and people say to me, oh, like it's just creative block. And I feel like I've got to the point now of like looking into it and reflecting more and just being like, it's not even creative block. I just don't like people as much anymore. We need people, yeah? A man needs another man. You need people around you, But you can't be an island, innit? Like, you have to have social circles. Like, I love my family. I love my fiance. Like, I like being around people. But also, I think more and more, I'm just a little bit away from society. Like, I'm not as invested in people's shit because I just feel like it's dead, man. I think COVID killed it for me. It's just, everyone's either trying to sell you something or there's an angle. I feel like there's a lot less genuine people out there. There's always an angle, and it is very tiring working out what people's angle is. And it's just a lot of shit that's just not authentic. It's not legit. It's someone seen something and they're just trying to copy it and make something out of it. And it's quite a pessimistic view, but it's that's just how I feel. Like, a lot people say to me like, oh, you photograph characters. Yeah. And I'm like, where did the characters go? Obviously there's still people that are characters. That's like crazy to say there isn't. But I feel like more and more we're just assimilated. It's just like clones. You've got the latest cool whatever on, and so does she, and so does he, and that people don't stand out anymore. Like in the 80s or the 90s, you know what I mean? It's people don't really want to stand out in a way.
That's what I was saying about,
it's
like,
conforming.
Like now you have all the fucking Charlie Wads doing their fucking vintage clothing stuff, and like fucking they're all getting into like streetwear and Stony, bro, and all this fucking.
I think what you
stuff.
Said about that earlier is
but
like.
Wait, hold, let me get the point out. Yeah, is I remember seeing like an Avrex jacket on someone, or knowing of someone that had an Avrex jacket, or that person that had that type of Stony. Like that was their identifiable thing. Like I'd probably never see that Stone Island jacket anywhere else. That like, and if you were somewhere and you're like, oh, that's that fucking burgundy shimmery fucking, I've heard about my man. That's my man from da-da-da, you know, because of this piece. And now like there is no like standalone pieces that you like hunt for to try and stand out to da-da-da. The younger generation that I look at, and I think like at my age when I was trying to like curate some fucking individual style for myself, it might have been limited to like my culture, and like I wanted like an Avisu jeans with this type of thing on the back pocket because my boys already got the one with the red one, so I can't get the red one. I've got to have my one that is like stand out for me. But then all these kids just want Nike Tech Fleece, Air Force Ones, like fucking uniforms, and then a Bally. So you can't even tell they are by their face or their clothes or not, like nothing. They're just. But
I think what you said earlier about like that crowd, like Tarquins or whatever, buying into
Charlie Watts
trying to buy into that culture.
You got to say it posh. What? Yeah, Charlie What?
I think like what you said, Jay. You go, they're buying all these old pieces, you know, overpriced pieces, whatever. It looks great, but they're not adding anything to the culture. They're culture vultures, innit? They're leeches to it, and. I think there's a lot of that going on outside of that realm, just in the world now. It's always been a thing, but I feel like it's even more so now. There's just people leeching off different cultures, and like I said, like everything's everyone's trying to monetize everything. Like I said, like at the parade yesterday, everyone's trying to make their little P, and it's just like, bro, why can't we just enjoy this moment? Like, I know everyone's struggling, cause he lives, I get it, but it's like it doesn't always have to be about I need to. You know, do this and do that. And brother, I rate hustlers, innit? Like, I rate, like, you know, them old white man that, like, they just open the back of their transit van and they've just got a dodgy sheets they've got from somewhere and they're just showing it. I rate a hustler. It's not that, but it's like just constantly, like, I was joking with my missus the other day because I was saying, I'll go to the shop to get my groceries, and on the way, someone's asking me for money. Outside the shop, there'll be a chugger asking for money for whatever great charity. Inside the shop, there's a charity asking for money. You've then got to spend 50 quid on like 2 lemons. And then when you leave, there's another person you ask. And it's just like, bruv, it's like an assault course to get some fruit and veg. Like, and I get it. Like, everyone's struggling right now. It's hard living, but fuck me, man. Like,
but then here's the other thing. Talk about like this hard living. Talking about this, yeah, because it's all relative. It's all relative to your situation. Like, if you don't have health, then health is the biggest thing that you want. Like, if you've got certain, like, if you don't have freedom is a bigger thing that you want. If you don't have like fucking love in your life, if you don't have purpose, you don't have like all these things, like the perspective of like money doesn't matter. But when you scratch the surface of a lot of like people's like hunger for money, like need money, I feel like most of it is associated to flex culture. It's associated to, I want to have some mad kettle that I can flex and be like, look how well I'm doing, or a mad motor, or like some fucking mad expensive clothes, or like the fashion trends that people are following. It's all to like communicate to others something else. It's not like, you know, I would like to take my nan on holiday and see her happy, so I can have that memory for the rest of my life, that this is an experience for that I've given to someone else. All this like desire and hunger for money has come from like a fucking, like a what's the best, what's the best, but like what's in it for me? Do you know what I mean? It's all like I want. Do you know what I mean? I want to hustle so I can have this, and it's also unlimited, because if you're like so fucking desperate and so like money hungry to get stuff, what do you do when you get it? Like, let's say for example, like you give 500 racks to someone, half a ticket, there you go, boom. Are you gonna change your life dramatically, or are you gonna then be like, oh, I actually want $1 million now? And then when does it stop? Like,
it's the simple things in life. I think, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I've only done like a very short stint inside, yeah, compared to someone, but I think it definitely made me appreciate the small things. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but going out, if you wanted to, at like 1 a.m. to the Bossman shop to get you a sweets and a drink, you can do that. It's liberty, yeah? And I think recently I've definitely realized that maybe I've reached like unk status at like 36, but it's like, I enjoy the small things. Like a cup of tea and a cake with the missus, watching like whatever documentary, that is like peak satisfaction for me right now. Whereas before, you know what I mean, there always has to be a motive, and it has to be saying, you know, where are you going? Mate, on my day off, I'm chilling out. I might go to the gym and go somewhere with the missus if she's off, but like, I think every day just seeing the small blessings and feeling grateful that you can do that, like that you have the health to do that. You know what I mean? Like you said, health is wealth, and people are chasing these like monetary things and, you know, flex culture, whatever you want to call it, just like materialism. And actually, once they have like a major incident or like their health isn't so good, they realize they had the thing they actually wanted right there. Like, once you start enjoying the small things in life, life is a blessing, and you're actually just gassed like to do like stupid little things, like whatever it is to that person. But I think a lot of people don't realize how lucky they are. Yeah, cool. And I'm not being funny, yeah. Like, no one wants to hear it, but in this country, like, people don't know what struggle is. A lot of the time, like, fucking travel and see struggle. Like, we're very blessed in this country, and yeah, it's all relative. Yeah, some people have had issues. Like, here, I'm not saying they haven't, but like, you know what I mean? Most people have like a roof over their head and a hot meal in their belly. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas, yeah, no, I've been places in the world where, brother, I wave at man and they're happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like those small interactions. I feel like, especially in London right now, people just overlook these little things. Sure. But like when you say it's all relative, the other thing that I'll say is, like, we've got a much bigger like propaganda machine and psychological warfare over us. Like, the way that we get targeted by these brands, by these corporations, by these fucking secret societies and little fucking elite groups of rich cunts that just need fucking malleable workers to keep this thing afloat.
You don't get that in other countries where they're more happy about just having a roof over their head. They haven't got those stresses. They haven't been indoctrinated into this like money culture, this like capitalist like fucking I have to consume. The more I consume, the more valuable I am. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what we attribute wealth to. You attribute it to like how many possessions someone's acquired and like what they've
100, yeah.
acquired.
I agree, but also I think you taught me this, yeah. I remember saying it was on COD back in the day. I was like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that, and you're like, no, we don't. Like, we just need to just chill out. We don't need to do that. We don't need to this. And bro, you can apply the same thing to life. You don't, like, I'm not being rude to anyone, but it's like some people are like, they have to have like Gucci this and Gucci that. And it's like they're trying to cover themselves up and make themselves feel more valid about how they look. And it's like, no, you don't, bruv. You just need to learn to love yourself.
Word. I know this from experience.
Wearing the Primark t-shirt is fine.
Yeah, I know, brother. I know this for sure from experience. I know like that like fucking like having a chipped tooth and then having a tooth removed from fucking sugar abuse made me mad self-conscious about my teeth. So I put gold and diamonds on it and felt nice. Now that I got the gold one fixed and I've got like a
bling bling.
Yeah. Now I don't wear the grills. When's the last time you see me put them in? Do you know what I mean?
I think it was this morning.
Yeah. Sick. But yeah, I know from experience that type of thing. But I think the
amount of people that have said to me like, oh, like nice grills or like nice cap. And I'm like, no, brother, like, I don't have a tooth there. Like, got smashed out. Like, you're lucky you know what I mean? You lucky you got two front teeth. Like,
yeah, steep. But my point that I was getting at that I think is important for someone that doesn't understand it was like maybe something I wish that I would have learned sooner. But it was learning the tools how to make myself happy, how to create happiness for myself, how to create fulfillment and purpose for myself. Because I think you kind of like, especially if you look at people, most people are asleep, and it sounds like fucking again like Matrix wake up sheeple type fucking wake up, you're asleep. But like most people are on autopilot throughout the day, and especially if you're in a fearful state, you're responsive and you're reactive. You're not prepared and you're not planning for a future outcome. You're just reacting to fuck, I need to get money now because the rent needs to be paid, and fuck, I'm late on this, and fuck, I've accumulated more debt because of that late payment.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, and you're just fucking stressing, and I also need new Jordans, otherwise my missus is gonna leave me. Or do you know what I mean? Like I need to flex a Mercedes on these man, otherwise they're gonna think I'm broke. Or do you know what I mean? Like some weird stuff like that. Yeah. Like so you're just responsive and reactive, and you're not able to like make yourself happy because you're not looking at 10 steps ahead. You're not looking at where I'm going to be in 5 years. You're not looking at where you're just looking at how to solve massive problems today, right? So when you deep it like this, yeah, your experience is of your own doing. It is your responsibility. The world is the way that it is, and all these things are factors that all contribute to it. But your experience has a lot to do with your perspective on it, and you're like, because this is the thing as well. Yeah, we was talking about this with your brother recently, or me and him was, and then me and you continued that conversation that like your idea of who you are as a person is a narrative that you keep up. Like you hold it up. You uphold this story of like who you are. Like, this is my name. This is my nickname. I went to this school. I was this type of kid growing up. I had these type of parents. I experienced these kind of things, which made me this kind of person. Like all these things inform who you are or who you consider yourself to be. So it's like whether you tell yourself, I'm a lazy type of person, or I'm a proactive type of person. I'm a short-tempered person, or I'm a whatever. I'm an anxious person, or I'm a brave person, or like
pigeonholing yourself.
But you're telling yourself a narrative, and you're giving yourself fixed identities to like a fluid thing. Like you as a human being, you have the capacity to be a coward. You have the capacity to be brave. In some cases, you might do that. In some cases, you might do that. Like you're fluid. You're not like I'm a certified G all of the time. I never hesitate and I bang out all the time. I'm always 100. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you might be scared, bro. That might be the reality. Like you're
life emotions.
Yeah, you're as diverse as everyone else, right? But also the story that you tell is subjective to like your understanding of it, right? So like something can happen and you take away like a negative from it and I take a positive away from it. So we've both experienced the same thing, but just our perspective on it is different. Do you know what I mean? Like if we're in a car and the cab driver swerves an accident, right? Swerves out of another car's way, we could be like, fuck this guy, give him a bad review because he's all swerving around like a mad driver. Or
he's trying to save our lives.
Or you could look at it and be like, all right, 5 stars, he's a good driver, he swerved an accident. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all perspective of the same experience. Do you know what I mean? So then, like, how the driver thinks about himself after that and how his confidence, how it's affected him. He's either going to be like, yeah, I'm a sick driver. See how I swerved that? Or, fuck, I'm a dangerous driver. Maybe I shouldn't Uber no more. Maybe I almost put these people's lives in risk. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, depending on how you perceive, how you tell the narrative, that informs your next decision. So, like, the whole thing about like comparing yourself to other people and feeling like you don't have this or that you need this or like your problems are this and your problems are that, it all comes down to like what you think of yourself and who you tell yourself that you are, and that will decide whether you're capable of making something good happen or not. And I feel like for me, like the narrative I try to push through my social media, that I try to push through my friends, my family, the people I love, is that like the most valuable thing you can be is a good person. It's like someone that's good. Yeah. You're honest. You're reliable. You're loyal. You're considerate. You're fucking like.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? But yeah. That's why I keep you around as a friend. Yeah. Like these traits you displayed for a long time, consistent. People will reveal.
It's more valuable than someone that's giving you money constantly.
But yeah, money changes.
Yeah, it's just glorified paper.
Bruv,
also going back to what you just said, comparison is the thief of joy.
Right. Yeah.
100. I think about that all the time. I'm human as well. I always do that. I'm always comparing myself, and my family, my fiance, they're always telling me like, comparing gets you nowhere. My nan's told me that from day one.
Yeah.
And everyone always wants to be better, and they're seeing, like, if your mate next door has like the latest whip or the nicest clothes, you're like, oh, I want that. But once you get out of that mindset, which we're all human, we go back to every now and then, you realize that no. And like you just said, the point you're making is like, I've been thinking about that a lot in the last, I'd say like 6 months. Like the best version of yourself is just realizing you don't need any of this shit. As long as you're a good person, whatever that may be or mean to you, but you know that like you'll be judged for that one day, then that's huge. And you will attract that energy. People want to be around that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're going to want to be around those people and they'll want you around because things like loyalty and having principles is
massive.
But it's also a thing that's lost on a lot of people.
Do you want to know something? What made me think it? But it took for me like being on the other side of it to like fully clock like how valuable it is. Yeah, I know I rate myself, and I know that other people rate me because I know that when things go wrong and when they're in trouble, they shout me. You wouldn't shout me if you didn't think that I was
a friend in need is a friend indeed,
right? But see like if you value someone's opinion and you value their support, you value their like if you're in trouble and you think fuck, like this bad thing has just happened to me, who can I call that can help? That you're not calling someone that.
The top three people on your list is good people in your head.
Right, cool. And it's the same other way around. It's the same if something bad happens to me and I feel like shouting a friend and telling them about what's happened or asking for advice or physically asking for help. Can you help me? This and that. Everyone else is just fucking.
But I also would say I agree with you, but I think there's some people that have like, maybe they haven't had that in their life. Maybe they haven't had family members like that in their life. And they're so, I don't know if traumatized is the same word, but like, they've been hurt so badly that they're almost like anti that now. They've got like trust issues and commitment issues. So they don't really care about that anymore because they're like, maybe they had a disloyal family member or someone they thought they could trust that hasn't been there for them in like a time of need. And so now they don't really value that as much as maybe they should. And some people don't realize, like, you know what I mean, other people's good intentions is just that. There's no ulterior motive. It's just they're a good person. They want to help you. But they've been traumatized so much, or they've been affected by something so much in their earlier life that they can't really relate to that. Or they're just not used to it. You know what I mean? It's like a paranoia.
They think everything has to be transactional. You know, like,
Transactional
what do
is a
I
great
owe,
word,
or
yes.
what do they owe me?
Yeah, like, you're giving me all this. What do you want?
Yeah.
Like, nothing. Just trying to be a good person.
Yeah, but then I think like I'm half like that. Like I don't believe in like pure altruism. Like I think like you like even someone that gives like change to a homeless person that has like some like mild understanding of karma, and they're like, I've done something good will happen to me. Do you know what I mean? Like
Someone said that they were like, people giving out money is not for the person, it's for them to feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
I've always said from like day one, people would say to me, like, especially with like a lot of the focus of my photography, like in the early days and that, maybe it was more homeless people, and I would say to people, bruv, what you don't realize is you chucking a fiver at someone, it might make you feel good, and maybe it helps them in the short term, but in the long term, having a conversation with that person and treating them like a fucking human being is way more beneficial to most. Not to everyone, but sitting down and just treating someone like a human being.
I'll be real with you, I hate most of them.
Homeless people.
Most homeless people, I hate them.
Well, you've had specifically some quite like bad experiences recently from them, I think, as
Not
well.
even recently, throughout my whole life, just growing up surrounded by loads.
What kind of
them.
experiences were we talking about?
Just like homeless junkie dickheads.
What happened to you the other day?
Oh yeah, bro, the biggest draw out ever. I was on the phone to my pal in the earphones. I've got a duffel bag, yeah, slung over my shoulder. I got a bottle of water under my arm, so kind of like like rugby style football, yeah.
This is when it was like boiling days the other day.
35 degrees.
Yeah. So like the way that I'm holding this bottle like that with the bag by my hip, it's kind of rested and pointed up like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not got like condensation from how cold it is. It's just your armpit BO, like
dickhead, brother. I'm just explaining how I'm holding it like quite loosely, so it's rested. It's rested and held like that. Yeah, that's important because of what happens. I get on the tube. I get into a tube station, and I'm walking down the platform because I'm on the phone. I'm talking, and I want to move away from people. I don't like having a conversation in front of people. That's mad rude. And I don't like it anyway. And there's a fucking tramp who's like all dirty and like half naked and he's like spread his belongings all across the floor, like spread them out on the platform floor. And I think that's fucking mad. So I just, do you know what I mean? I give that a wide berth and I keep moving, yeah. And I've turned my back on the tramp and I'm walking further away, and then I just feel the bottle get punched and it shoots out in front of me. Yeah. This little fucking smelly tramp has ran and grabbed it, picked it up off the floor, grabbed it. So he just like stole, and I was mad sick as well, wasn't I? I had this fucking like, this like sinus fucking, I've never had it before where I'm like so like blocked and snotty that my teeth hurt. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got mad.
But let me just process this. They've kicked the bottle out of your hands, run around
punched.
you.
No.
They punched the bottle out of your hands, run around you, and then gone to get it.
Yeah.
And grabbed the water off
Which
the
is a
floor.
standard bottle of water that's half drank.
Mostly drank. There's less than a third left. It's obviously backwashed, and it's definitely got my illness. Do you know what I mean? What I kissed you, and you ended up with it. Do you know what I mean?
It's disgusting.
So like 100%. I don't reckon. See that illness? Yeah.
What brand of water was it?
Everyone. But I reckon he's dead. I don't think he can survive that illness. See how bad and how sick I was. I had a full day of tattooing that I cancelled to come home and just go to sleep for 2 days.
I disagree.
If he's sleeping on road, he's not surviving that.
That's what I'm saying though. If he's sleeping on road, his immune system's so much better than yours.
No,
that's like grade A, like drinking water to him.
No, it's giving me pleasure thinking about him suffering on road.
Hopefully, but like I used to work with a guy. Guy's on a very good salary, yeah. He ordered for him and his colleague you know the McDonald's breakfast? It's like pancakes and that. They've laid it out. They've got all their sauces and that. They're ready to eat. And then by accident, the other guy has pushed his foot with his elbow. Like, his whole meal has gone on the floor, yeah? And the maple syrup all over the pancakes, like there's like ketchup, whatever. It's all on the floor. And he's like, bro, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm going to sort that out for you. I'll order you a fresh one.
Yeah,
he's like,
for like £3.
Yeah, but he's like, what are you talking about? It's fine. And he picked it up, and like the McDonald's pancakes, like the maple syrup is stuck to the floor like there's hair. It's like it could be chocolate.
Yeah, floor.
Could be chocolate chip, could be mouse droppings. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, just scruffs it off. Like, it'll be fine, and eats it. Same brother, another guy dropped like 3 Krispy Kreme donuts. They get smashed into the floor. The icing's all mushed. Like, it's cracked. And this guy's going to take it in to the office to put it in a bin. And he goes, what are you doing with them? So I'm putting them in the bin. They've been all over the floor. And he's like, nah, they'd be fine. Just starts biting into them. My point being, that guy's immune system is like a cockroach. Like, he's built to last. He'll outlive us in the nuclear war. Like,
I hope not, man. I hate him.
And like, what happened to like chicken box parties?
I'll Clockwork Orange him. On the way home one night, he'll be asleep and I'll kick him to death.
But what happened to us being built up like immune system? Like, I don't want to get into the whole lockdown debate.
Sorry, also.
But like, people were saying, bro, lockdowns was like, there was no point in it. Like, it would have been better if we were spreading the germs and building up the immunity. Like, did you guys have chicken pox parties when you were kids?
Yeah.
Apparently that's not a thing anymore.
No, because they have a vaccine for it now.
Well, do you remember Clockwork Orange?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Sorry, bro, because that's just made me laugh.
I never read the book.
I didn't even know it was a book. I just saw the film, and bruv, they're wearing like a white shirt, white trousers, some mad like
yeah, with the cane and the
armored
hat.
Y fronts on braces and boots and and bowler hats. And I swear I just remember watching this and they
the
just
mascara, like,
is he wearing makeup?
Yeah, they do the lines under the eyes.
Makes it look like big eyelashes.
Yeah,
Tapped. And yeah, they just kick a tramp to death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to know a guy that he gaffer taped a pocket knife onto a stick and was stabbing a tramp with it
from distance. I understand that logic. Like, you don't want him close by.
Like you're spearing a fish.
Yeah.
Dark.
What was Clockwork Orange about?
I'm not the person to ask. I think some people, it has like a really big cult following. Like, I know my brother used to love that film.
Yeah,
I've never really.
Isn't it the same kind of like MK Ultra, like mind control stuff?
Yeah,
like they subject you to loads of like violent images.
Like hold your eyelids open and force you to watch it.
These men just drink pints of milk.
yeah, they're really big on milk.
You could argue
they're big on milk.
Yeah.
The same thing that they're doing, people are doing through their phone, like watching reels. Mad reels, like, and it's making people more aggressive and like desensitized. Like, oh, this guy in America's like blowing someone's head off or eating someone's brain because he's on bath salts. I can do that. That's normal.
100%. If you see it, after a boxing. You go to a boxing, if you like, even at fucking like amateur things and semi-pro things.
See fights in the street.
That's because everyone's going to go watch their boy fight, and they're all fighting. They're all like revved up.
Yeah.
So I mean, they all get riled up.
Testosterone's going mad, like off the charts.
Same thing. You're getting desensitized to it every day. This is tapped.
I guess it's the same thing as people watch Bake Off and think they can bake a cake.
Yeah. My family do it.
Yeah.
My sister's actually do it.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, some people can, but it's like some people think they can punch and they can't, and then they're just on some video on Instagram, like
tapped. Same film.
Yeah. But I think that the way we're living is like it's changed us. Like like iPad babies. So like when I was a kid, you know what I mean. Like my missus showed me this video about like nostalgia in the 90s, and she was like, when you were bored as a kid, you get like a hula hoop and you're just like hula hooping. That dumb shit.
Oh, right, okay.
And
I wasn't hula hooping. I wasn't a sassy little child.
You were rollerblading.
Yeah, I was rollerblading.
But like I'm talking when you're young, like you just you go and knock
hula hooping.
You go and knock at your mate's door. Yeah, I don't think I was very good at it. You could go and knock at your mate's door and you just say like, Mrs. Simpson, like, is Kevin in?
Yeah.
And it's like, if he's not, he's not. Like, where is he? I don't know. Yeah. But you just ride your bikes about all day.
The park or the shops.
Literally. But that would keep you entertained all summer. Or like with your mates, you'd like get a brick and you'd all like be close together, and then you'd lob the brick up high, and whoever moves is the dickhead. Like whoever's left standing
What
there.
game was that?
I don't know what it's called, but like
Pussy.
I think you know what reminded me of it is going to Belfast. Like kids play in the street there still, which I think is sick, and they play like like Kirby.
Yeah, of course.
Like Kirby's sick, or I don't know what it's called, but they like tie a rope to a lamppost and have like a
Lynch.
no, mad. That's crazy. Pause. But that went a bit left. But I'm just saying, like kids used to play in the street and just fucking mess
what's
around.
the game then? What's the
an
game
imagination
with the rope?
It's
and
like a stick and rope or something. They
You mean like a swing ball kind of thing?
something, yeah.
what, like some fucking 1800s?
I don't know,
game?
but it's just like
The stick on the wheel.
there's still kids in the street like kicking a ball about, and they've got a go-kart. Like it's just playing in the street. Whereas now it's like I've got to watch Bluey the dog on iPad.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know about this stuff, but someone was telling me that like the frequencies they use and stuff, it's like hypnotizing babies, and then obviously like parents are tired, so they're like, fuck it, just put the iPad
Well, that's
on.
the thing, isn't it? Both parents now have to be at work, and like they have way less energy to be looking after the kid. Whereas, like, even in deprived areas, probably the mum is at home more to be able to.
That's what I'm saying.
do the
Like,
house.
maybe we should go back to back in the day, and it should be like stay-at-home mum.
Yeah, is this what
You're not allowed a
he's
job.
saying? The kids in
Yeah.
Belfast are on hoop rolling. Like,
Yeah, legit.
I know about this.
Yeah, I know about that from the past.
He's saying,
But that's it. Your imagination is key.
Yeah.
No one's got no imagination no more.
You know what I've noticed on Instagram? If I'm writing a message and I write imagine, which I do quite a lot, like, oh, imagine that, it comes up as a, like, do you want to create an AI image? Like, if I write imagine, like, it thinks, oh, you're trying to imagine something, let me do it for you.
Yeah, let me think.
That's
before you
I
do it.
think it's
crazy.
really dark.
Don't
Yeah.
use your brain.
Yeah,
let
exactly.
me show you what that looks like.
Yeah. Don't worry about your imagination. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid human.
Yeah, I think that's really weird.
Well, no, like AI is not like a different thing. AI is a human tool. It is a large language model. That means that language has to be programmed. Your understanding of language is informed. Your idea of what certain concepts are have to be reinforced by someone else's idea of it. You are told that a certain behavior is wrong. So, like, depending on where you are culturally, graffiti, you associate that word with the destruction of the environment and the fucking the danger of society and poverty.
No, it's
and
art, bro.
Yeah, well, that's different. That's culturally different. How you feel about that exact same word.
But do you
right?
think we're going to get to a point with AI where like no one's got a job anymore and you have to trade?
Trade what?
You have to trade skill sets.
Skill sets. What are you gonna
Do
do?
you think it will get to that point though? Like, bare people's jobs is gone. Like, unless you're like a carpenter or a plumber, you ain't got no job, right? So then it's like you need to trade. Maybe there'll be a point-based system or what, but like,
But also, people aren't going to have anything to trade. Younger generations aren't learning
Yeah,
how
I'll
to
tell you
do
what-
anything.
Tell you what the young generation can trade.
I mean, my brother always talks about like if there's like a nuclear war, like what is your role in like the post-nuclear like society?
Yeah, you have asked about this before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's stuck with you. So what would you do? What's your role?
violence.
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 What, you don't believe that could be a thing? You don't think no one's getting nuked, right?
Do you know you got some connections to the boys or what?
The boys. No, I'm just saying it's interesting, like thinking about, like you just said, like if there's nothing to trade.
Yeah.
All right, so let me put it this way, yeah. So you see how like cash is pretty much gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say like people that are homeless or whatever, doing whatever they're doing on the street, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now cash isn't a thing. When you're going begging, it's like what can you do? So you're down the pub, people are selling meat to you, yeah.
Pause.
That's normal. Like you're buying some salmon fillet steak or whatever, or razor blades. That's clever, yeah. Whereas what I'm getting at is if there is no cash in the future and they can't trade the salmon for 10 or 20 quid, what are we doing?
What we doing?
So what you'll be doing is you'd be like raising for a shotter and being like, yeah, give me 2 pebbles for whatever it is you're trading. And it's mad. You're just taking the glorified paper out of the equation. You're trading, isn't it? It's coming sooner than we think. Like, look at buskers. like everyone's got a card reader now,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and they've got to pay tax on it as well. So when you give them like £2, they're getting £1.40.
Brother, I see a guy selling vuvuzelas yesterday at the parade, and he had a card machine in like a Tesco trolley. Everyone's got a card machine, and there's no minimum charge, boss. Like, it's pay what you want. What I'm saying is, like, are homeless people going to have card readers soon? Like, homeless people have bank accounts, innit? So why not?
Yeah.
But then people are going to start saying, oh, I don't want to tap my phone on this device because it's cloning my device, whatever. I just don't really see it. I don't see people like talking about this stuff. Like, it interests me. Like, it's the trading of resources.
I'll tell you what's going to be mad, and this is the maddest thing. Do you know about dynamic pricing?
Nah, so enlighten me.
On ticket sales. That's what the whole like Oasis tickets scandal.
But this idea, they're bringing it into supermarkets, right? So there'll be a digital display, and it will just it won't be like a fucking LED screen with like mad It'll just be like a screen, and you'll see like fucking rice cakes, £1.89, yeah, at fucking 9 a.m. when the shop opens. But at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on lunch, that's £2.55.
Yeah. But they see you
dynamic pricing.
Yeah.
So I mean, because of the
it's all run by algorithms as well. Like I was talking to my dad about it. Like, people going out to the Champions League final in Budapest, as soon as whoever's qualified, everyone knows that the ticket price is going to go up for flights, for hotels, Airbnb, restaurants.
I love that those two, what was it, Scottish fellas ended up in fucking
was it Bucharest?
Yeah.
Geography, lads. Geography,
I
man.
I love it. But yeah, go on, sorry.
But all I'm getting at is like, it's all run on algorithms. We all know this. And it's like, what is the like graduation of that dynamic pricing? And then, but the thing is with that is, surely you'd say that you know that's coming. So then you just pop out earlier on your break to grab your lunch, and then
if you have the kind of job where you can do that.
If you've got that freedom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then this goes back to just sucking the dick of like the corporate capitalism concept, is just being like, well, you got to make profit, man. You got to make profit. Like, respect, they've made so much profit. Okay. You rate people who make profit regardless of who has to suffer for it. You just rate it. Just like fucking this like billionaire worship shit. Like Elon Musk, he's so cool. He's so in fuck. Why do we celebrate the monsters that rape us? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's happened?
I agree.
Yeah.
Why do we look at that? Why do we look at like fucking, I don't know. I don't even know nothing about these people. I just know they're dickheads. I see like rich people.
They're
like,
elites, isn't it? Yeah, they're keeping us down, keeping us working, and keep the you know, what is it? The diapers. Jeff Bezos keeping the adult diapers on, so you just shit yourself in the Amazon factory like dog.
Yeah.
But I think like, he's not very interesting, but one thing I learned about recently, you were saying not everyone can go out to get food. I didn't realize that, everyone's like, I think it's called personal tax allowance. It's like 12.5K, say. So your tax-free lump sum allowance. This guy, he's on some crazy tax code. And I said, how did you get on that? And he's basically saying that like, people don't claim. So like, he's saying, he's claiming for uniform at work, he's claiming for his car, for his petrol, but he's also claiming for food, because he's saying, because of where I work, I have to order food, or I have to make food, or whatever. And he's like, his tax code has like another 10K of like tax free. Yeah. It's like, instead of 12,
I know
it's
there
like
is one
22.
you can do if you work at home as well, that's to do with like your...
But he's
your
like, no one knows about it, so no one's
space.
claiming.
Yeah, but I think because a lot of the times, so like I work at home half the time, I go into the office like twice a week. Technically speaking, that's my choice. Yeah, it's not that I can't go into the office. Valid. So I can't claim those things because it's not compulsory that I'm at home. So I think you have to be in quite a specific situation.
So let me get this straight though, what I was saying to him is, the way I read it, maybe I've misread it, is that you need to provide receipts. And he was going, no one ever asked for receipts. And I'm like, I think one day the taxman's going to come knocking for you.
I would have thought he must be on some kind of self-reporting like thing.
He's like, no, I don't do no receipts.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, it's weird.
Death and taxes, isn't it?
Was he self-employed though?
No.
Yeah, so that, I don't really get that. That's quite weird.
But no, I think your point was way more interesting, like celebrating monsters, the elites, the people that are just raping our society, and we're just the little minions, the little pawns in their game.
How much profit do you need? Like realistically, like
greed.
How much profit do you need?
My fiance always says this to me, She's like, I think it's Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all these people. Tomorrow they could end world hunger if they chose to. but they just choose not to. And I think there's like a Twitter account where it's like, today Jeff Bezos chose not to hold one. Like every day.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, like, yeah, you can get into the whole thing about world hunger, like corruption, whatever, but ultimately it's true. You're just a dark individual. Like,
Yeah.
you're
You love it. You love the profit.
Yeah, exactly. To even want
Yeah.
to be in that position.
Yeah.
you're worshipping
Very
money at that
questionable.
point.
Yeah.
And what we were going back to saying earlier, like, it goes back to having a friend that isn't obsessed with money and material objects. It's like just being a good person, having principles, having like just basic nice things about you.
I don't think these people have that.
No, of course they
I
don't.
don't think those.
They're all fucking eating each other. And was it, I think my brother said me the other day, like, Ellen DeGenerate, like, isn't she going blind from like cannibalism?
Yeah, I see some shit like that. I don't know how true that is, but it's just like we don't celebrate the virtues that we do. Virtue signaling. We just say like whatever. We just say.
We're saying what we think. People are saying what people think they want to hear,
Yeah.
and it's just what people want to fit in. I feel like more and more, like, I don't think people would call it tribalism, but I just see a lot of what I call tribalism. It's a lot of people trying to fit in with their peoples, and it's like they're scared to stand out and be on their own. It's how can I kind of coast by in life and no one's going to draw me out and pick me out on this, that, and the other, but also I'm super cool and I can flex, and it just comes across a bit played out.
I saw someone explain something about marketing and studying the subconscious and how successful he's become from marketing to people as if they're asleep. Majority of people, and this goes back to the fear response thing that I'm talking about, is like with most people are basically asleep. Like when you actually think of like
sleepwalking through life.
Yeah, like especially if it's responsive and you're and all the decisions you make are reactionary. You're just reacting to something that's happened. You're, fearful of world events, the economy, the this, the that. Like everything that informs your way of being is telling you to be anxious, and that robs you of a sound like place to plan and like fucking pivot from and do what you got to do. This like I'm trying to like articulate it in a way that's like simple. We're being like we're being informed by the same monster in how we fight back against it, and you're on a board game. Life is a Monopoly. It's a board game that existed before you got here. You've arrived on the board, and someone already owns all the hotels. Someone already owns every step of the way. Do you know what I mean? Every step of the way. You can go around and accumulate something, but if you've played Monopoly, you know how it works.
Got to pay your dues.
The winner wins.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Once they're ahead, like if we sat down and played a board game of Monopoly now, and I put hotels on fucking everything,
stress.
Sure, you lot can make some money. This game can go on a little while, but I'll keep playing forever.
Yeah, we'd never win.
You never win.
Yeah.
I'll keep playing forever.
It's set up to fail, but then that's going back to what we were talking about earlier with kids saying that it's just like there's no point in working.
Yeah.
So they're just not they're choosing not to play the game.
Yeah, that's it. Choosing not to play the game.
Yeah.
Like you can only like rate someone if you value the same things. Like, do you get what I mean? This is why like with graph, because this is like I guess where most people know me from, or like a culture that I'm involved in. I feel like I rate people in graph for different metrics. I dislike the people that rate people for graph because they're like super up, or like you can do it a lot, but that, what does that say? That you've spent more time doing something but no time like developing a style or doing something interesting. It's just like super self-serving.
It's
like
a lot of mental health, but I think ultimately I know what you're getting at. That there's some people over the years like Known and Percy that like they're doing their own thing and they stand out and it's sick. But some people over the years, I'm talking like over the past, I don't know, like 10, 20 years, maybe they haven't done enough of it. So they haven't stood out enough and they've kind of gone with the wind and no one knows who they are because People aren't as informed as maybe they think they are, and ultimately, it's quantity over quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that will stand out to people.
But no, but that's again, if you want to play that game, I'm saying these people aren't kings to me. They're not people that I think is cool.
They've just got more
they're
rubber
up.
stamps. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like any positive way about them. I don't care about their history of their friendships and who they're friends with. I don't care about who co-signed them. I don't care.
It's like we were saying earlier, it's perspective. And ultimately, I feel like more and more, don't meet your idols. Don't meet your heroes. I remember like when I was young, like, I don't know, I'm talking like 2000, no, I'm talking like 2008. Certain people at the time that I thought was sick as throw up. You meet them and you're just like, rah, wish I hadn't done that. Ruined your picture. You know what it is? You know what it's like?
I don't need them to be like. I don't need the people I like to be like my model for who I want to be like.
Not who you want to be like, but just because you rate their stuff. The way I see it is, it's like when you read a book and then you go see the film. The like imagination, the picture you've got in your head is then no. This is how they look like, and it's like the illusion is ruined. But I'm gonna have to wrap.
Yeah, I've had enough of you.
Beautiful, love that.
Chat running dry.
No,
Quick
dinner to misses.
It's good. It's good to have you.
No, man, brother, I appreciate it, man. I think I feel like more and more, like looking back at our previous conversation, I feel like it's probably not as good.